The Champions 2025 skin bundle releases later this week, but should you buy it? It's arguably the most anticipated collection of the year as everyone loves Champions, and this year's theme is all about the golden winning moment. It is also the first Champions bundle to include a flex, although you may recognize it from the Easter egg with the 2022 butterfly knife. I will get to this year's Vandal and knife shortly, but since we're already talking about it, the flex has default animations which I was a little disappointed by. Then if you spam the left click, it will turn fully gold. When you inspect this flex, it plays the Champions 2025 anthem and also displays how many rounds your team needs to win, similar to the finisher, which I'll get to later. If you haven't already seen it, here is how the Champions 2025 Vandal is going to sound. The Vandal does sound and look a little similar to EXO, but as always the highlight of the champion skins is going to be how they interact with the kills you get. This Vandal technically has two champions auras. By default, as soon as you are the top frag of the lobby, you will get this subtle red glow along the top of your gun, but then as soon as you get another kill, this aura will be updated to have the hot streak design, not only changing the aura to gold, but covering the whole skin as well. That effect will last a little under 20 seconds I believe, and resets every time you get a kill. On the side of the Vandal, you will see a kill counter, which, as the name suggests, counts how many kills you get throughout the game. A neat little Easter egg with this counter though is for the next month or so, whenever you inspect the gun, the number will actually count down how many days are left until the grand finals of Champions 2025. Once Champs is over, presumably this will default back to just displaying V25. That brings us to the finisher, which has a few elements that will update according to your own game. The most obvious one is that giant text displaying how many more rounds you need to win, but in the background you can also see the giant silhouette of some agents, and those will actually reflect the agents on your team in that game. Finally, you can shoot your gun to paint the world gold, and this will also work for any ally that has the Champions 2025 Vandal equipped as well. Moving on now to the Champions butterfly knife, which sounds pretty clean. It only brings one new animation to the game, which is its unique inspect animation, and I was sort of surprised that this inspect does not actually loop, because that was a highlight of the first two bundles that a lot of people really enjoyed, but it is not repeated here. I think it is a bit of a shame that there isn't a new equip or left click animation, but it is not a deal breaker for me. The knife will of course also display your champion's aura and the hot streak effect should you activate it, although the kill doesn't necessarily have to be with the knife, any kill will apply the hot streak effect. The Champions 2025 skin bundle is set to cost 6,620 Valorant points, which is actually a few hundred VP more expensive than previous years due to there being a flex. I think it's a shame that there is a price increase here because they've proven with recent bundles they're perfectly capable of including a flex for free, but I digress. Based on the previous Champions bundles, the Vandal alone should cost 2,675 Valorant points, the knife alone should cost 5,350 Valorant points, and God forbid you want to just buy the flex, it'll probably cost 975 Valorant points, but we've got less references there. Overall, I am actually a pretty big fan of this year's Champions bundle as a whole. I do wish they'd go harder creating custom animations for what's meant to be such a special occasion for the game, but I can still appreciate the new features we did get this year. It absolutely beats the 2023 Vandal for my liking, and overall has more going for it than the 2021 Vandal. I was also pretty surprised they're already remaking a model of a knife we've already seen before for Champions. I think most people would have expected and probably preferred something like an axe, a fan, or even chains, but I can't exactly blame them for this choice. I mean, people eat these butterfly knives up. With all that in mind, and considering Champion skins are a staple at this point, I would say this bundle is worth buying. After the tournament is over, these skins won't be available again, and realistically the Champion skins are their own sort of category, so you can't really put them on the same level as the other guns. Having said that, I don't think that this bundle is a must buy either. You don't have to be rushing to spend your money on it. If you've already got the EXO, Vandal, or some butterfly knives, this is a pretty hefty price to pay just for a golden gun. The Champions 2025 bundle releases later this week on either the 4th or 5th of September depending on your time zone, or you can just check when the current bundle leaves the store. Let me know what you guys think of the Champions 2025 collection in the comments, and if you're planning on buying it or not.